Good morning, Gorringes are on view yet again for our sale, this time on the 18th of March, Monday the sale that is. And let's have a look around Gallery 1 here. A lot of people, if you showed what we've got displayed here 10 years, they would have said, Mon Dieu, incroyable. They might not have been French people, but they would certainly have been somewhat surprised at all this mid-century furniture. But it's all the rage these days, and it's a lot easier to sell than the antique items. And we have here today this table and chairs. This isn't overly expensive. The design is not quite, it's okay. It's sort of a bit G-planish, I suppose one might say. And it's in teak, so the timber is not quite so desirable. That's what 831 is, around about 150, 200 pounds. But here, this is more along the lines of what they're after. So if we look at our two chairs, that's the sort of, this is Nils Moller, Danish designed. And we just look at the different, this is better quality. It's still a similar sort of material, but it's still a teak. But look at that really great sort of woven seat. We've got the stamp underneath for the manufacturer, still good and usable. And just generally little design features like these little raised points here, unlike that. So 4 of those are in the sale, and they're expected to make 600 to 800. So it sort of shows the difference in desirability. Over the back there we've got a sort of low Danish sideboard. These nice little inset handles are a popular feature. It's in rosewood, it's got a CITES certificate, which it has to have these days to offer it for sale. And perhaps it's a little low and stumpy, but still that one's in 250, 350, might go on a little bit more. So there we go. And then around here, just to wrap up, this is a sort of perhaps not quite so desirable sideboard, but we shall see. It's in at 200 to 300. But this modern design is this one is Macintosh of Scotland, in fact. So there we go. It wasn't just the Danish doing it. So all this stuff is definitely up and coming still, and very popular. So anyway, let's go and see and hope we've got something else that's popular in the sale. So yes, we do. It's kind of nice, isn't it? If you like that sort of thing. But the French perhaps would be happier with this one. But it's a little bit tall perhaps for some taste. But I do like this parquetry cube and a nice solid marble top. Look at that. So not a bad bit of furniture. That's lot 800 and 400 to 600 pounds. Swinging around pictures. We had some Lowry prints in our fine sale on Tuesday, all selling over £2,000 each. And we've got a gentleman who wants to sell these. Doesn't want to wait till June, so they're coming up. We've told all our Lowry buyers, and they should prove very popular. This is Our Town. That one's Deal title. So they'll be up in the picture section. Moving around, something for the Chinese. This cupboard. 817. It has got some doors for under here, but they're a bit floppy, shall we say. That's in at 200 to 300 pounds, something completely different from what we've been looking at earlier. Big long French salon suite here. That's lot 803. 500 to 800 there, the estimate. There's that interesting hanging at the back there. We've got some light fittings here. This is pretty impressive, sort of 17th century Dutch in style. Is it in the sale? Perhaps not. It's got a very faded sticker on it. Yes, it is. It's got 197. Looks like we need to buy some more printing inks. Then onwards over here, something a bit more classical. These are Globe Vernica bookcases, and these are about as good as they get in the model. Maybe you could add leading to the doors to be that extra touch. But aside from that, serpentine fronted, nice features at the sides, and base drawers. That's a really good Vernica. That's lot 777 in 600 to 800 pounds. Its friend is over there. There's another sort of related one that's not quite similar but not identical in design. And then this is a sort of slightly lesser version by Inglesant's sectional bookcases, who were doing the same thing but just not quite so prolifically. So there we go. Not a bad lot of furniture to start the day with. The boys all like this, all our porters. They think this is rather great. This is a sort of photo print, and we've got a surfer and the West Pier on fire, and it's all very millennial, I think we'd say. That's lot 369 in a modest 40 to 60. So coming through in the smalls. Large consignment of books relating to clocks, mostly clocks, some about watches, but mostly relating to clocks. Huge collection from a notable clock dealer's estate. And so they've all been divided up, and we've got a whole mixture there. So for clock buyers, that's an interesting, and I'm sure some of the books in amongst them are actually quite rare. Down the line, what's this? What have we got in here somewhere? Hatters. Wow, look at that hat. Lock & Co hat. There we go. A bit black for Ladies' Day perhaps, but who knows? Each to their own. And, well, that's a bit more cheerful. There we go. That's lot 173. Again, look at these label sums. Look, they'll fade away. We might need to reprint those if we can afford some ink. Poor Gorringes. They're in the sale at 80 to 120. There we go. So some handbags. It's all a bit fashionista down this way. Then behind the counter, what can we see? Well, the usual mixture: medals, coins, collectibles. Rather jazzy dressing table set there that looks a bit battered. Roger's been busy sorting out a load of jewellery. We've got a nice mixture here. We've got some Jensen pieces again, some gold watches, very nice pair of cufflinks there, a whole host of things there. I'm going to nip round, have a look at the silver sums. Again, good mixture there of silver. What do I see over the back here? Well, if you like your bulldogs, there's a big bronze wheel, is bronze, yeah, sort of modern bronze bulldog head, nicely modelled. Lot 218, we've got some Clarice Cliff, Moorcroft, yeah, as usual, another doggy thing there, little terrier brooch there. So, usual good mixture, some costume jewellery lots, ever popular. Then, around here, more collections. So, this side, big collection of WMF and related wares, you know, this classic sort of WMF type dishes, all of this sort of secessionist design influence. Got some Troika up the top. Then running down this side, a whole collection of maps, mostly of the sort of Wales and parts thereof. There's a whole host, I think there's about 7 or 8 lots of those. Bit of Dalton down here. Curious weapons, look at that. Wow, there we go. Interesting things as ever. Not in sale, but this, I believe this is a large pen carved out of wood, some sort of advertising piece or novelty piece. Got 205 and at 150 to 200. Funky chrome lamp over the back there. More interesting pictures. Out the back here, well, we had a whole run of this sort of reconstituted, sort of resinised marble last week. She's left behind, the others have all gone. That's lot 834 and at £100. Stick it in the garden, let it get covered in verdigris and other things, and it will look the part, possibly. There, more modern furniture. Look at this. Here we are, lot 700. More funky mid-century stuff. A huge settee. If you'd like that, we'd very much like you to like it and take it away. It's in at 80 to 120 pounds. Can't really get much cheaper. Perfectly usable. And then elsewhere, the array of furniture that we always have. Look, this sums it up, doesn't it? Modern shelves right next door to an Edwardian display cabinet. Something here for everyone, hopefully. So we are on view today, Friday. We're on view Saturday until 1 o'clock, and the sale starts Monday at 10, but you can view from 8. See you then. Thank you.